nothing else to do right now.
We can check the docks.
Then we should, instead of standing around here.
Yes. So we'll head to the docks then.
Okay.
Also, what time would it be?
It'd be like... With that kind of conversation it kind of took, maybe 3:30, 4.
Because Tempus has his big fight tonight.
Assuming that he even wants to.
I just as a out of character, no.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be denied, but like the thought of like you just mentioned like the idea of to the deaf, Tempest like trying to go fisticuffs, like unarmed combat is not exactly something for anyone here other than the monk.
Yeah.
Who had chose the wrong tavern.
I know it. Oh, it's so.
The tavern that had the prize fighting, and where you can go fight people. Nope, that's not the good tavern. Nope. Gotta go to the hoity-toity tavern.
I think I even said that. Hey, prize fighting. That might be something that we should get involved in.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you did say that.
You could have gone there yourself.
I can only place so many like ideas and like tips about where you can and can't go. Damn. and yes, everything would be different if you chose one tavern over the other. It matters.
You know, Tempest, we have like 3 hours. I can teach you a trick or two in 3 hours, and then before the fight, we end the session, we get a level up, and you multi-class into monk. Done.
I'm expecting one hell of a training montage.
Well,
yes.
At the very, I did set the stage for the strong likelihood of a fight occurring this session, but as it turns out, you folks managed to circumvent it, which perhaps might be for the best, because you would have not had Manaki, and we know how well you guys do whenever you don't have Manaki.
I mean, I don't know how well I do in a fight without Manaki at this point, because I've never had a fight with this character. 3 sessions now.
Yes, 3 sessions. No non-combat. You guys could choose the combat route. You're deciding to not instigate fights. So proud of you. You're completely unlike adventure parties.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say, I don't feel like we're...
Like, who are you and what have you done with the player characters?
Well, we are in Bureaucracy City, so...
DM.
I mean...
The player characters died in Vargas.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I see. Yes, you can...
Vargas was the only player character. He was the only one initiating the fights.
You're in the docks district. It doesn't take that long with your conspicuous horses to move over towards where the ship used to be docked, because before you had it moved, and it's still not there, and you can go check where it was docked, and it's still there. You want to wait there?
I mean...
I think we could sort of end the session, maybe.
We have nothing to go on for next session. Unless I'm missing something.
Fisty fights.
Fisticuffs. That's Tempest is going to lose a die-in.
I mean, we can just wait until night and ambush the fucking elf outside the tavern.
And then what?
Interrogate him.
Didn't you have that idea last session?
Yeah, it's still an idea.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I felt like I heard that one before.
Yeah. I still think that's a viable option.
Tempus would also recall that without introducing himself, the high elf named Tempus.
Yeah, that's something I definitely noticed.
Tempus is well known. Lots of people know Tempus, it seems.
Yeah, for good reasons.
Probably not.
No one else named Tempus in there except for, of course, the individual whom you had a fight to the death with.
It's rare to have a conversation with someone who you had a fight to the death with, though.
Doesn't happen that often, no.
Assuming we ambushed him and somehow kidnapped him without attracting attention, which I'm pretty sure is impossible, then what?
Interrogate him.
What do we hope to gain?
Information.
Yeah. But
I hope to gain like a palace in the Caribbean.
No, but
Please select a copy of Inquiry.
but
We
he's probably affiliated with the Black Fang, so he knows something. Or he might know someone who knows something.
so we kidnap and torture him, therefore abandoning all of our ties to Little Dragonol, at least all of our positive ties. And then
We don't have to
eventually,
torture him, but
well,
perhaps.
kidnapping him is probably already bad enough.
Yeah, we can just throw him in jail, say he's a criminal.
Great.
We
If he
have
is, if he is as influential as we think he is, then prison won't really do much.
We can also go check out his brothel, although I don't really want to, but...
But even that I see problematic, because we go in there, we ask for brothel things, and then we probably get brothel things, and yay.
Yeah.
And yay, yes, that's why people go to brothels for brothel things. So yay, like I'm not seeing the problem in this transaction, Sheep.
I'm seeing the problem that we are not really gaining much information by just going there.
Oh well, you don't go to a brothel
We
to gain
wouldn't just go there
information.
and
Right?
do brothel things, we would search for information.
Insert money, acquire yay. Like, what is the problem with that?
Insert money.
Well, I mean, hey, Dwohurim is protected by the alarm pixies. Like, none of you have any other protection.
That would make that visit somewhat awkward. Well, we could go to Mr. Blue Eyes in the Harlequin's Pass and be like, hey, where's Domino, for example? Because we know that Domino has something to do with things, and we know that we can actually, with good conscience, do something against her, because we are pretty sure that she hacked a dwarf and many other dwarves to death.
I mean, even if she wasn't the one to do it, I'm pretty sure we can say she's the firm suspect.
Yes, well, metagame-wise, I would counter with, and Thurl Doral apparently paid a group to have you killed. So she killed the person who paid to have you killed.
Yes.
Does
Also,
that really make her
the
so
child-
bad?
The child identified her as well, so... They're witness, and yeah, that.
I mean, I'm not going to look for her to thank her, because what?
Well,
Well,
No,
of
no,
course you wouldn't,
no,
because
thank
she
you,
didn't,
yeah.
because like you weren't on the agenda. For, like, Aurelia was not on the list of people to die.
That is also true.
no, we want to know who hired her, basically.
We know that she was definitely associated with Calarel. We
Yes.
know definitely that Calarel was Black Fang. Therefore, we can assume that Domino probably is our best bet. We figured that she was just a bounty hunter before, who was hired by Calarel without having any connection to the Black Fang at all, really, apart from doing a job for them, maybe unknowingly. And that might honestly still be the case, but that would just be an enormous red herring that I don't want to believe.
Well, I mean, if you want to end the session here, you just have the situation where you don't have a whole lot to think about between sessions, and I can safely say that we are skipping next week. So there won't be a session for 2 weeks.
That's terrible.
Yay! That means I don't have that awkward period where I'm not here for 2 hours at the start of the session.
I need a break next Tuesday to handle some affairs, like not thinking about this.
That's fair.
No, it's not. It's fair or not fair. I don't give a damn. It's what it's going to be. Well, you guys can have a session. I just won't be here. You can answer whatever mysteries you have on your own, and then you tell me.
Stories.
Yes, you tell me what happened while I was gone. We went back and we destroyed Foghaven, and then we completely gutted the Black Fang, and then we found out the 4 was a puppet, like an actual mannequin, and we killed him too.
Lord Teraptus is...
But wait, if it's a
actually
puppet,
the
it's not
Black Fang.
alive, so how do we kill it?
Lord Teraptus is a dragon and also the 4th. That would be a twist.
Just the leader of
No,
the
no, no.
Black Fang.
He's Exilia.
Oh my.
Best cover, right?
Wait.
You know, now that you mention it, we need to rent our own personal dungeon and just throw everyone who we suspect of anything just in there.
Well, you have your own fucking portable building. Dwohurim just won't throw it down.
That's true.
Because it's a once a level kind of event. It's
Well, we are close to a level up, right? We've achieved so much.
Get like one incremental advance.
You guys haven't gotten a full heal up this entire level, I don't think. Well, maybe
We haven't had a fight this entire level.
I think you've gotten one whenever you fought, like, Death's Hand. I think that you were level 5 at that time. Or maybe you weren't. Maybe you leveled up I can't even remember now.
I think we were already level 5 then.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
yeah. So you've had one full heal up this level. Like, you guys are just choosing not to fight, and that's cool. Keep not fighting if you want.
I mean, every fight just seems like the worst option because it's going to ruin all of our like relationships to everyone that we might or might not need. I don't.
And this is where I act as Manaki and say, and that's why I didn't want to be here in Newport. That's why I wanted to be in Dragonhall.
I know.
But we can't leave.
No.
You left Foghaven, you can leave Newport.
We can't just keep leaving places.
Oh god, not this argument again. You've left Dragonhall.
But I mean, we left Forgiven in kind of a shaky state, but at least we solved something.
I mean, let's just spend another like 10 minutes thinking about what we can do here.
Okay, you guys think I'm gonna step away and get a drink, and you guys pour over everything.
In fact, I'm going to open the Newport notes. See, we are looking for Aurelia. We know that she is a sorceress, and most likely the leader of the Agents of the Fall. Lord Teraptus has mentioned that he would like to presume that she's hiding in the sewers, which we have had no indication of.
Which is true, we are going to fight undead to get to her, but you know, it's funny.
Yeah, the sewers must be huge. There's no point just going there and hoping.
Yeah, just going down there and blindly searching. We won't find her.
Oh yeah, I'm agreeing to that. I'm just pointing out, if we went into there, we'd also have undead to deal with.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, one connection I have to Aurelia is Feral Durol, but he's gone.
Yep.
And he had no obvious connection to Aurelia, although his ledgers might give us more information. Teraptus has said that we should probably start in Little Dragonhall, which we have. The most likely connection to her would be Arno, I guess?
I mean, we don't really know of anyone else. Unless Blue Eyes is connected to her somehow. And is giving us false information.
I don't think he would be directly affiliated with her.
I don't think so either, but he might just be a con man and just letting us pay him for false information.
Maybe.
Who knows?
So the best attempt we have here is Arno, but we don't know how to get to him. Then we have Domino, who was Calor's connection. She's a bounty hunter. The fact that she drinks Molten Blast is probably not an important piece of information, so I'm just going to leave.
It is an important piece of information because it almost knocked Tempus out.
That is true. You know what?
What almost knocked Tempus out?
Molten Blast.
Oh, yes.
She didn't flinch. She might be one of those I'm a human dragonkin.
Yeah.
Either that or she has like 50 con. Good choice.
Or 50 con, sure.
Although since she's a bounty hunter, she will be a good source of information because she won't be very loyal to anything, I don't think.
Well, we are still assuming that she is in league with the Black Fang because Feral Durol. Although that might have just been a bounty hit. Then again, who put the bounty on him if it wasn't Tempus? He was afraid of Tempus, but it wasn't Tempus who killed him, as far as I'm aware.
It'd be a great way to frame Tempus. Didn't turn out that way, but it could have been.
Sure. We know that Calorol wanted the Death's Hand for something, although we haven't yet found out what for, have we? That's a thing we can do.
No.
What for?
Well, the main idea was getting the Orb of Storms, but...
Was it, though? That's just an assumption we made, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, that was just joining together a lot of what seemed like very close ties.
Yeah.
Okay, we know that Domino associates with the Death's Hand, specifically with Vayne. Vayne is kind of gone, so that's a thing. We also know that they got paid for the orb deal, I believe, the Death's Hand, but we don't know where the orb went.
Or they just conveniently had the same amount of money that they were going to get paid for it.
They were hired by Ivra Lavelle, who we believe is a good dude because he's he's been helpful. Little Dragon, that's not formatted properly. Just looking at this, I think we should try to find out what Calorel wanted the Death's Hand for.
Which is...
Although that might not be something we can find out because they never met with her because we killed her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
the only one who knows is probably the last member of the Death's Hand.
Arguably, he might not even fully know yet.
Yeah. That's the only one who should know. Maybe the accountant, but I doubt it.
No, he doesn't know anything.
No. I don't think so either, but he might be lying. Might be.
I am pretty sure he's not. I mean, we don't know. Technically, for all we know, I rolled a 1 and Sheep rolled the 20.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's not really something that helps.
God has returned. What's going on?
I'm looking at my amazing Google Doc right now. It's not helpful. Well, it kind of is.
Also, slightly using the
Grimith,
1 or 20.
Yeah, I do have one question. Lord Teraptus, in his initial proposal to stay in Newport to hunt for Exilia, mentioned that he would like to presume that she's hiding in the sewers. Is there anything he's basing his information on?
Only that he thinks that she could not have possibly eluded the Archmage's wards and the guards without being beneath ground where only the Marrowmen would look. But you would notice that Lord Teraptus as a character has its own flaws too. And you certainly haven't always listened to his advice.
Lord Teraptus is probably just not wanting to believe that his own agents are morons.
Yeah, we could talk to the Merryman if they have found anything something that doesn't really belong.
I have kind of done that before with a relationship die, but all I got from that at least was information on how to potentially avoid undead. At least some of them.
That and traveling in the sewers is a really bad idea. That's why the Merrowmen do it. So basically, that was information that would reveal to you that Thurl Dural probably wasn't traveling through the sewers, because it's kind of deadly to do so.
Yeah. We still don't know, I believe... We have the documents and stuff. We have never found out who the Death's Hand got paid by, I believe, for the orb job, because I don't think they delivered the orb to Ivra Lavelle. But they still got paid. They still got paid by
Ivrat Lavelle. They'll go ahead and say that.
Oh, they still got paid by him.
And he'll confirm that, he said that as much last session. He still gave them, a few hundred gold pieces. And Dwohurim would know, and he could say this, that Ivrat Lavelle tends to be generous, and he'll pay even for rumors or confirmations that something isn't where it's supposed to be. Where it's thought to be.
Okay, they didn't find the orb because we took it when we went to the dungeon. So that's
that's why he thought that you guys had the orb.
We can't really get Vayne easily. Vayne would be the most likely who can lead us to other places, and we can kind of kidnap him without worrying about too much.
Vayne or Domino.
Vayne or Domino. Getting Domino would be nice. Although I suspect she's just going to say, "Oh, it was a bounty. I'm a bounty hunter, you morons." We'd be like, "Oh, well."
Well, who paid you?
Yeah, that's kind of... That would be a good information.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down. Who made Domino kill
And if she doesn't want to answer, we can just throw her in the dungeon.
That's our solution to everything.
As another metagame reminder, and I can say this to the deaf speaker, as far as you folks knew, and certainly from the evidence you saw, Thurl Dural was well connected. And he ended up dying anyway, despite his good connections.
Yeah.
To what you presume was a bounty hunter.
Who wanted him dead despite his connections? Maybe the Black Fang in capital letters? Maybe. How could we investigate that? We can't without either Thurl Dural or Domino.
one of you could somehow commune with the dead, but none of you have the necromancer spell Speak with Dead. You could ask Thurl Dural yourself because you have his head.
Oh, that'd be great. Leon, can you do something?
That's kind of fucking awesome, actually.
Unfortunately, I am not a necromancer, remember.
Yeah, and last time you messed with the dead, you kind of messed up. And did it too well.
And the thing is, if I went full the necromancy route, my powers would do nothing because I have the highest con of the group.
Yeah.
Too much
life. I don't think.
Possibly not anymore. You might. I don't know if you've got. I don't know what you got.
I have 18 con.
No, I got 19.
Oh.
I have 12.
Well then.
Because remember, I get that's my main stat for damage.
All right.
I mean, I'm again at the point where I'm just grasping at straws.
You could try asking the Death Speaker whether he can speak with dead.
That would make a lot of sense.
Thought just subtly mentioning Death Speaker giving advice would be good enough. Nah. Thought me making a comment about the skull would be good enough. Nah. Nope. If you were a necromancer, you could speak with dead.
Aurelia doesn't know who he is, alright?
It's true.
Hey, Death Speaker, do you know someone who speaks to the dead?
And plus, actually, it was mentioned the fact that the Death Speaker, Ferodor is probably going to have a hard time resting properly, considering the state of his body.
Yeah, so we go find his head and bring it to the Death Speaker.
Probably
bring the Death Speaker to his head.
Did we take both and let them meet in the middle?
Yep, guess you'll have to go looking for his head. Hope they didn't dispose of that. What with it, being, like, perhaps 24 hours since his death and maybe 18 hours since his body was found.
It'd have to be somewhere.
They have incinerators for that.
Oh, damn
it. I still have an Archmage 5 I haven't used, maybe that...
What, try to use your influence to... Don't burn that head!
The interesting use.
Well, I suppose. Like, if you're willing...
Maybe the incinerators have an undo function.
I suppose if you were willing to walk away from the docks and spend some time, perhaps enough that Tempus would miss his fight, or that he would have to, like, completely isolate himself while you were finagling with this, you could use the Archmage's influence in exchange for a favor that you will owe the city of Newport, to be exacted at a future time, to quickly acquire the head for you.
That's probably fine. Also, I don't think Tempus actually wants to participate in the fighting.
I didn't think he did. Whenever the prize-fighting, unarmed combat thing came to mind, it wasn't Tempus who I thought might participate in it.
Like, there's things that I've been thinking in regards to, like, maybe there's a dagger, but, it only really works if Tempus had, like, an edge. But a situation like this...
But no, if you were willing to spend some time looking into it, and you didn't use your Icon Relationship dice, sure. In exchange for your group owing the city of Newport a favor, more specifically, this would be kicked around to the Imperial Governor himself, Arthur Tristan. In exchange for owing him a favor, he will do this thing for servants of the Archmage. Which would involve you being able to attain the head, which has certainly molded and decomposed a bit, and the beard certainly doesn't look as good as it used to, with all the blood and the decay and the worms. And the bacteria. But you can get his head back.
Fine.
And maybe not just... Maybe keep it this time. A grisly totem that you will attach to your belt and wear pridefully.
No, we get like a big glass jar and then ask the Death Speaker for like a liquid that would fit to preserve the head while still letting it talk or something. Futurama style. Except slightly decomposed.
Let me consult that book of necromancy and chemicals I have.
It's not necessary to preserve the head's, like, tongue and mouth, courtesy of the fact that he has no fucking lungs to speak anyway!
It's true.
So what you do is you blow through his throat and then give him air, you know?
No.
Who wants to put their mouth on his throat?
Yeah, he's been dead for over 24 hours now.
The thing is...
Yeah, that's the problem. Not anything else, just the fact that he's been dead for that long.
Well, that is actually dead, yeah.
You know.
Like, it's been...
The thing is, as someone who's like, oh god, as a biologist, I'm like imagining it in vivid detail. That's disgusting.
I mean, surely he doesn't need like his body to talk because of magic, right? Does he?
Like, it could just be a skull, like a clean white skull, and you could still speak with someone through the Speak with Dead spell.
That's excellent. That might be something. That should be something.
Let's do that.
I thought of it as I thought of it as a possible angle that you folks might pursue, what with the dead head and the deaf speaker, but you guys never really got back to the deaf speaker. Like, no one really asked him, like, hey, how about this head? I'm like, yeah, I could talk to that. You what? You guys were kind of like out and running about with a horse all day, all session.
It was
a lot of things happened, alright?
A lot of things happened.
Don't touch me, deaf speaker.
We're tired.
I didn't even know you could speak with dead. He's like, it's in the fucking name! This is not false advertisement! You guys love how I just, like, slyly mentioned that? Like, you could always, like...
You know, we fought a group that was called the Death's Hand. They weren't the Death's Hand. So, who knows?
Well, they did have a member of the an agent who had positive ties to the Lich King in the group. You never really talked or interrogated them further about it. Those aren't the questions you asked Nathan. And then again, you think Nathan was lying to you anyway, or maybe he's telling the truth, or maybe he's a spy for the Black Fang who's the best liar ever, or maybe he's being honest.
Lying while being honest.
Time will tell.
The worst. But yeah, we should speak to his head before we end the session at least, so we might get something to work with.
No.
No?
Session's already over.
Alright, so okay. Worth a try.
But now you know something that you can do next session.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yes.
Let's see, I'm going to put that in my note. The deaf speaker
can talk to dead.
Can speak to the dead.
I think you're lying.
Remember how he met you guys and like Bree Melkor was around and so that's why he found you guys and so he had the fight. Because it turns out that the dead spirits seek him out for justice. Also, all of you, and I'll mention this to Manaki later, you will get an incremental advance. No full heal up, because you haven't had a single combat encounter, so of course you wouldn't full heal up. So any incremental advance you take that requires you to be fully healed, like say, like if you want to pick like a new spell or power, you won't get it until you full heal up. So maybe something like the skills incremental advance if you haven't taken that yet.
Yeah, probably. I took the hit points first because I figured not being dead would be good.
Well,
in case things happen.
Yeah, it turns out hit points don't matter if you never fight.
No,
that's true.
Like we would know if it was gonna get in a fight or not.
You would by the choices you make.
I can see the future like you, Grimith.
I don't think he can either.
Yeah, he can.
Spoilers. You're breaking my kayfabe.
Things to do. Let the deaf speaker speak to Pharaoh Duror. I still don't know how to spell his name, but it doesn't matter.
And yes, by the way, to actually confirm, if asked, that speaker could be like, yeah. Like if he had like a little placard or something that he could like hold up to show the deaf speaker engraved on it, like, oh, like on one of his gloves. Stare at you through the mask.
We need to get him a name tag.
Who are you, the life speaker? Like, the life communer? Like...
I can speak with live people.
You know, maybe he speaks to people and then they die.
And, maybe...
That could be a thing.
You guys will also get to roll your icon relationship dice, so you should go ahead and press those buttons now, and maybe those will give you some ideas over the next 2 weeks.
It's a shame the 6 I had basically goes to waste because I didn't use it, but that's fine.
I had wondered, you didn't have, any sort of ideas at all for any of your icon relationship dice.
I wonder what that -5 is going to be, where I just met 2 people that seem to be affiliated with the Dwarf King. Huh.
All right, another 5. You're not the only one who has negatives with the Dwarf King anymore, though. And Geráck has conflicted.
Looks like everyone triggered.
Yeah.
No excuses.
Unfortunately, everyone but Geráck got 5.
Well, Dwohurim got a 6 and a 5, and Tempus got a 6 and a 5.
Aurelia, just 5s.
Just 5s.
5 with the Lich King. This is never going to go well.
We do have a bunch of 6s.
So yes, there's that. There's still all of those chests full of books that are left in the shop. There's still, the glass case with all of the potions and the scroll that's in the shop.
I don't think loot is going to get us any closer to finding the Black Fang.
Loot is nice. But...
Although it might, indirectly, I suppose.
If you say so. I didn't put it there for any reason at all.
I mean, you put loot in a place that we could potentially loot.
Yes.
Seemed appropriate.
Yeah.
Also, we can pay Blue Eyes for information, so... I mean...
Yeah, but...
Loot can lead directly to something.
You try to pay him in halberds and suits of leather armor from the store.
We could sell the stuff first, but I guess.
No, that's not something that's you're basically trying to take all of his stuff and then run a shop. You might as well just try to run his shop, which won't work.
I'm just going to write things down.
But yeah, you can certainly try paying Blue Eyes and things other than money. Never tried that. That's another genius idea from the desk speaker right now.
Pay him with what exactly?
And things other than money. Whatever you end up deciding to pay him with, that's up to you guys. Or try to pay him with.
I will pay you in my eternal gratitude. What can you give me for that?
No.
No. Oh.
That's what I can give you.
Also, the document I'm editing here, I'll post it in the Skype again. Feel free to add things if you want to.
So yes, there's that. There's the fact that all of you got icon relationship dice you can think about. You'll have some time to think about them. You don't have to worry about remembering what powers or things that you use or magic items because you haven't used any.
I only have 2 anyway, so...
Yes. Happy days.
Yes.
Have you also written down what the relationship dice are too?
Not in this document, no. This is just general notes, not for a specific session.
You guys should keep track, and of course I'll keep track of them, and I'll just forget whether Leon's are 5s or 6s.
You also made the occasional accidentally mistaking the Lich King for the priestess.
I don't know what that's occasional.